Good afternoon, everyone. It's your English class, and today we will study about relative pronouns. So let's get started. Relative pronouns. So let's understand what are the relative pronouns first. A relative pronoun relates a noun to a group of words that follow, like, where is the student who gave me this news? So, dear students, in this, you will notice that this who word is here, relative pronoun. This who word is a relative pronoun because it has been used for this student word and it referring the student word, right? So that is called relative pronoun. Again, understand, a relative pronoun relates a noun to a group of words that follow. यानी कि relative pronoun एक ऐसा pronoun होता है जो किसी noun के लिए, name के लिए यानी कि pronoun के लिए भी हम बोल सकते हैं, यूज किया जाता है और उसको उसके साथ जो वर्ड्स होते हैं उसके साथ कनेक्ट करते हैं, right? Next, this is the book which you have been looking for. So, which is here relative pronoun, and this which has been used for the book word means this book, this which word refers to the book word, right? And for which word that relative pronoun is used, that is called antecedent of that relative pronoun. In these two sentences, you can understand that who and which, these are the relative pronouns, right? And student and books are the antecedent of these two words, these two relative pronouns, right? तो हम समझ सकते हैं कि जो रिलेटिव प्रोनाउंस होते हैं जिस वर्ड्स के लिए यूज किए जाते हैं वो वर्ड उनके एंटीसीडेंट होते हैं, राइट? इसमें कहता हूँ वेयर इज द स्टूडेंट, वह स्टूडेंट कहाँ है? हु गेव मी दिस न्यूज, जिसने मुझे यह न्यूज दी थी। तो हु वर्ड है पूरे जो पार्ट को रेफर कर रहा है स्टूडेंट के बारे में, तो ये हु वर्ड स्टूडेंट के बारे में यूज किया गया है, तो स्टूडेंट इसका एंटीसीडेंट है और ये रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन है, राइट? सम मोर एग्जांपल्स लाइक हियर इज द कलर दैट यू वांटेड, हियर इज द कलर दैट यू वांटेड, दैट इज हियर रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन एंड the color is antecedent of that word because that refers to the color. The noun to which a relative pronoun refers back is called its antecedent. Same thing I have told you. Relative pronouns. Now we need to understand what are the relative pronouns like who, whom, whose, which, what, and that. These words are called the relative pronouns, right? Now let's understand how to use these words. Firstly, let's talk about who word. Who. It is used as a subject of relative clause. So this is called the relative clause. Dear students, again I tell you, this part is called relative clause. Okay, this part is called relative clause. So I want to make you understand that we have to use who when there is a need to use a subject of relative pronoun, right? Means we want, if you want to know about the subject of relative clause, so we should use who word, like these are the students who got above 90% marks in the final examination. So this who has become the subject of this part. Let me take the marker here. You can understand this is a clause, this is a part, right? So of this part you can understand that who has been subject. Who है यहाँ पे subject की तरह use हो रहा है इस part का. So that's why we can say this part means like who. We need to use who when we want to know this about the subject of the relative clause, right? So who has been here, has been used here as a subject. Clear? Next sentence. This is the student who got above 90% marks in the final examination. Dear students, by these two examples, I want to make you understand that this who word we can use for the students also and for student also. Means we can use for singular also and for plural also. Students word is a plural word and student is a singular word. So we can use who word for singular also and for plural also, but as a subject we should use. Clear? Next, let's talk about whom. Whom is used an object of a relative pronoun. So when we need to write the relative pronoun object, so we should use whom word. Like the girl narrated her story to the old lady whom she met on the way. Yashman, please stop the video. So dear students, you can understand that whom word, this whom word is not subject of this because subject is already given there. So that has become the object of this relative clause. Okay. So this relative clause that has become the object. So whenever we want to know about the object, so we should use whom word. Like we can say that she met the old lady on the way. So for the old lady, so for the old lady, we have used this word whom. So when there is a need of objective case pronoun, so we need to use whom word. But as a subject, if we have to use, then we should fill who word, right? See the next sentence. I called the boy whom you had given your book, right? So we want to write about the object. So that's why I need to fill here whom. I hope everyone knows about what is subject and what is object. So when there is a need of to fill object or we want to know about the object, so we should fill whom, right? Let's talk about whose. It is used for possession. When we have to show the possession, so of antecedent, so we have to use whose word. Like if I say Dr. Karuna Arora, whose guidance? So I'm talking about the guidance of Dr. Karuna Arora, right? So that's why I'm writing here Dr. Karuna Arora, whose guidance is valuable for us, has come. So this whose word we have used for the possession of Dr. Karuna Arora, means our principal ma'am. That's why I have used here whose word. Clear? Next, my friend Sahil, whose brothers? So I'm talking about the brothers of Sahil. So that's why I want to show the possession of Sahil. That's why I have written here whose word. My friend Sahil, whose brothers study in the Century School, will come to meet us. Right? Let's talk about which is used for animal and things as a subject or as an object. So which can be used for animals also and for things also, and as a subject also we can use, as an object also we can use it. Let's see. Look at this example. This book which I gave you is very interesting. The book which I gave you. So I is means like this is a different part, right? This is a relative clause. So you will notice that which word we have used here, not as a subject, as an object we have used here. So that's why we can say which can be used for the things also, for animals also, and as a subject also, and as a object also, right? But see the next example, the book which was given to you. See this part. So in this part, which word has been used here as a subject? हमने सब्जेक्ट की तरह यूज ये किया, यहाँ पे सब्जेक्ट नहीं है, वो हमारी वर्ब है, उससे पहले सब्जेक्ट लिखा हुआ है. आई हमारा सब्जेक्ट है, उससे पहले हमने यहाँ पे whom लिखा हुआ है, सॉरी विच लिखा हुआ है, जो इनडायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट को बताने के लिए, सॉरी डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट को बताने के लिए लिखा गया. So which can be used as a subject also and as a object also, for animals also and for things also. That is also relative pronoun. Let's understand about the that word. That can be used for things, animals or people as a subject or as an object. That word को हम things के साथ भी यूज कर सकते हैं, animals के साथ भी यूज कर सकते हैं, people के साथ भी यूज कर सकते हैं, subject की तरह भी लिख सकते हैं, object की तरह भी लिख सकते हैं. कैसे? Let's see. This is the man. This is the man that I have been speaking of. This is the man that I have been speaking of. यह वह व्यक्ति है जिसके बारे में मैं बात कर रहा. So that you can see here. So that has been used here as an object because subject is already given there. Okay, and that word we have used here for the man. Man is a person. That means like a living being. But see the next example. This is the book that I have been speaking of. This is the book that I have been speaking of. Speaking of, so ये है वह book है जिसके बारे में बात कर रहा था. So you can understand that for book also we have used here that. Okay, so that can be used for animals, people, and things. Second, both the car and its driver that appeared look shabby. So, dear students, you can understand that the car and its driver are the antecedent of that word. Clear? So that can be used when things are, one thing is like any human being, and one thing is anything, object. So in that case also we can use that, because that can be used for singular also, for plural also, for people, things, and objects also, as a subjective case also and an objective case also, right? Next, Dinesh sir is the best bowler that we have produced. So that we have used here for Dinesh sir, and that is a human being. So that's why for people also we can use that word. Next, what is used for things when its antecedent is not expressed? जब किसी sentence में उसका antecedent नहीं दिया होता, right? In that case we can use what? Like, I have found what you have been looking for. So you can see that I have found. जो चीज हमें मिली उसका नाम नहीं लिखा गया. Suppose instead of this sentence I can also say I have found the pen. I have found the pen which you have been looking for. Then I will not use what, because what we can use when antecedent is not given, right? So in this sentence antecedent is not given of what, so in that condition we can use what. See the next example. We can give you what you need. We can give you what you need means like antecedent of what is again not given, so that's why we have used here what. Clear? So dear students, on the behalf of this understanding, we should do this exercise regarding relative pronouns. Okay, so now please get ready. You have to raise your hand if you know the answer. So our first sentence is that, please wait. God helps those help themselves. So which word will come here? Who or whom? Who will let me know? Okay, let me extend the size of this box so that I can see your hands. Please stay connected. Please wait a while. Wait, please. Okay, now Ansh, you please tell me which pronoun will come?
Sir, who?
Who? Okay, very good. Right answer. Who will come here? Because there is a need of use of subject, not of object, right? God helps those who help themselves. So this part object subject we need. That's why who we are filling here. Otherwise, if there is a need of an object, so that definitely we fill the whom. Okay, so there is a need of subject, so that's why who we have filled here. See the next example. I want to meet the artist. Painting was just the best. I want to meet the artist. Painting was just the best. Who or whose? Which will come? Who will let me know? Vanshika, you please tell me. Vanshika, please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, which pronoun will come in this fill up?
Yes, sir.
Vanshika, your voice is breaking up.
Sir, whose?
Whose? Very good. Because we need
Sir, whose?
very good, right answer. Because we need to
Sir?
fill here. Okay. So we need to show the possession of the artist. That's why we need to fill here whose. So we can say, I want to meet the artist whose painting was just the best. Right answer. Next sentence. I have told you. I know. I have told you I know. Which or what? Which will come? Who will let me know? Manishita, you please tell me. Manishita, can you tell?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Can you tell me
Yes,
which
sir.
is right here?
I have told you which I knew.
What I knew. Actually, antecedent is not given. If I say I have told you the matter, I have told you the matter which I knew or that I knew. So in that condition, I can fill that or which, but antecedent is not given of what word. That's why we need to fill here what. But you have tried very well. Next, the young boy I helped was the only one to come our help. The young boy, which option will come? Who or whom? Who will tell me? Please try. Lavisha, you please tell me.
Who?
Who? Okay, but who will not come here? Whom will come here? Because I is already given. जिस पार्ट के साथ हमने लगाना है उस पार्ट में अगर सब्जेक्ट दिया हो तो हमें who लगाने नहीं, क्योंकि who तो हम सब्जेक्ट जानने के लिए यूज करते हैं. So here we want to know about the object. That's why we need to use fill here whom word, right? So the next example. These girls are facing the same problem I faced. That or what? These girls are facing the same problem that I faced or what I faced. Dhruv, you please tell me.
Sir, that.
That, very good. Right answer. That will come here because antecedent is of that word is given there. The same problem. These girls are facing the same problem that I faced. Suppose in this sentence the same problem words are not mentioned. In that condition, you need to fill what? Right? You can say these girls are facing what I faced. Okay, but antecedent of pronoun, relative pronoun is given there, so what will not come here? Second option is that, so that will come here, right? Next, I have seen the boy and his cycle fell in the ditch. I have seen the boy and his cycle fell in the ditch. So one is human being, second is object. So which pronoun will come for them? Okay, Vivek Man, you please tell me.
Sir,
Vivek
that.
Man, that very good, because that we can use for human beings, human being also, and for objects also. That's why that is right here. Good, very good. Okay, now please down your hand because next about omission of relative pronouns we are going to study. Please down your hand. Then again I will put some question regarding this. We can often leave out the relative pronoun when it is in the objective case. So dear students, at this point we have to understand that we can leave out the relative pronoun when it is in the objective case. जब हम relative pronoun को objective case में use करते हैं, जैसे whom को use करते हैं या what को use करते हैं या फिर which को use करते हैं या फिर that को भी use करते हैं, तो हमें ये समझना है कि उस कंडीशन में हम relative pronoun को छोड़ भी सकते हैं, यानी कि बिना लिखे भी वहां पे उसने इसको फॉर्म कर सकते हैं अगर वो ऑब्जेक्टिव केस में लिखे हों, right? With some examples we will understand. Suppose I need to say this is the pen which I bought. This is the pen which I bought. So you know that this which word has been used here as an object, right? So we can write the sentence without this word also. We can also say this sentence in same for like without which we can say this is the pen I bought. This is the pen I bought. So dear students, simply I want to make you understand that relative pronoun can be omitted. Condition is that it should be in the objective case, right? If for the object we write any relative pronoun, so without it we can also form our sentence. See the next example. The book which I gave you is very interesting. So which word has been used here as an objective case? So as an object, so that's why we can skip the this relative pronoun, right? So we can simply say the book I gave you is very interesting. So both the sentences are right. Next, the boy about whom you were talking is my friend. वह बॉय जिसके बारे में तुम बात कर रहे थे is my friend. So whom word has been used here? Objective as an object. So that's why we can leave it. But remember this about word is a preposition. If preposition comes before any relative pronoun and we want to skip it, so that about word will come at the end of that clause, means after the taking word it will go. अगर किसी ऑब्जेक्टिव प्रोनाउन के बाद से पहले कोई प्रेपोजिशन आ जाए और उस ऑब्जेक्टिव प्रोनाउन को हम वहां से हटा रहे हैं, यानी कि उसको नहीं लिख रहे हैं, तो वो प्रेपोजिशन हमें लिखनी पड़ेगी. कहाँ लिखनी पड़ेगी? उस क्लोज के बिल्कुल लास्ट में. ये एक पार्ट है, इस ये वाला पार्ट यहाँ पे खत्म होता है, तो इसके बाद यहाँ लिखनी पड़ेगी. तो हम इसको ऐसे बोलेंगे, the boy you were talking about is my friend. So about we have mentioned after talking, because this clause ends here, that's why preposition we will mention here. Clear? So let's do one exercise on the behalf of this understanding. State these sentences omitting the relative pronoun and putting the preposition in its proper position. So आपको जो preposition है उसकी proper position पे लिखनी है और उसमें से relative pronoun को भी omit करना है, skip करना है, हटाना है. Sentences that the man with whom I was discussing the problem was a total stranger. So in this word, firstly you need to recognize which is the relative pronoun, then you have to skip the relative pronoun, and if preposition is given before the relative pronoun, that preposition you have to write at the end of that clause, right? So who will let me know about this sentence? Okay, let's ask from Manishita. Manishita, you please tell me.
The man with I was discussing the problem was a total stranger.
With कहाँ पे लगाया बेटा? Again say your sentence. The man I was discussing
with I was
No, with
discussing
you
the
need to-
problem was a total strange.
Okay, Manishita, with you need to write somewhere else, and this with we will write after the problem word, right? Because problem is the last word of that clause, so we need to write the with after the problem. We need to say this sentence in this way: the man I was discussing the problem with was a total stranger, right? Next, I want to visit the town in which Lord Krishna was born. I want to visit the town in which Lord Krishna was born. You need to omit the relative pronoun from this sentence, and preposition you need to fill on its suitable place. So who will tell me? Sai Pratik, can you tell? Sai Pratik. Okay, dear student, don't be afraid. Try to give the answer. If your answer is not right, that's okay, that's fine. But you should try to give the answer. Sai Pratik.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Can you give me the answer of this sentence?
Yes, sir.
Try to give the answer.
I want to visit the town in which the Lord Krishna was born.
You have spoken the same sentence. आपने बेटा विच को हटाना है और इनको उसके प्रॉपर प्लेस पे लिखना है. Okay, I think he's not getting. Let's ask from Ansh. Ansh, can you tell me?
Yes, sir. Sir, I was visit the town which in Lord Krishna was born.
No. We need to say this sentence. Okay, I tell you. I want to visit the town Lord Krishna was born in. दोबारा मेरा पॉइंट को समझो बेटा. रिलेटिव प्रोनाउंस को हटा सकते हैं, बिना लिखे भी वो सेंटेंस ठीक होता है, अगर रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन वहां पे ऑब्जेक्ट की तरह यूज हुआ है. और उससे पहले कोई अगर प्रेपोजिशन है तो वो प्रेपोजिशन वहां से उठ के उसी क्लोज के बिल्कुल लास्ट में जाएगी। तो हमें सेंटेंस को ऐसे लिखना पड़ेगा, आई वॉन्ट टू विजिट द टाउन लॉर्ड कृष्णा वॉज बोर्न इन। बोथ द सेंटेंसेस आर राइट, but it is the second way to write the first sentence. See the next sentence, we played the lead role. Sorry, who played the lead role in the movie which your father directed? So in this, no preposition before the relative pronoun. So how will you say this sentence after omitting the relative pronoun? Who will let me know? It's a very easy sentence. Vivek Man, can you tell me?
Sir, who played the lead role in the movie your father directed?
Very directed, very good, right answer. So we need to say this sentence in this way, who played the lead role in the movie which your father directed. Sorry, movie your father directed, not which. Very good, right answer. Next sentence, that where is the pen which I gave you? Where is the pen which I gave you? Who will say this sentence after omitting the pronoun? Manishita, you please tell me. Manishita, you please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me the answer of last sentence? You have to omit the relative pronoun here.
I gave you pen with well.
Again say. Manishita, I'm not getting. Again say, please.
Okay, sir.
Hmm.
The pen I gave
You
you.
need to start from where? Where?
Where is the pen I gave you?
Where's the pen I gave you? Very good, right answer. So where is the pen I gave you? You can see the answer, right? So now let's understand about the position of relative pronoun. Position. The relative pronoun should be placed as near as possible to the noun or to the pronoun it refers to. यानी कि relative pronouns जिसको रेफर करते हैं, यानी कि जिस वर्ड के लिए लिखे जाते हैं, तो उस वर्ड के जितने पास हो सके उतना पास लिखना है। जैसे कि if I say Vijay was called by the principal who had cheated in the examination. So we know that who this word we have written for Vijay, right? Not for the principal. Vijay was called by the principal. विजय को प्रिंसिपल के द्वारा बुलाया गया जिसने एग्जामिनेशन में चीटिंग की थी। तो जिसने एग्जामिनेशन में चीटिंग की थी वो प्रिंसिपल थोड़ी है, वो तो विजय है। तो इस पार्ट को हमने विजय के साथ लिखना पड़ेगा। तो हमने ये समझना है कि रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन को जिसके लिए वो यूज किए जाते हैं, ये हु वर्ड है, ये विजय के लिए यूज कर रहे हैं। तो इस पार्ट को हमने विजय के जितना पास हो सके उतना पास लिखना है। सो अदरवाइज यू विल कन्वे द रॉन्ग मीनिंग, रॉन्ग मैसेज. So we need to say this sentence in this way. Vijay, who had cheated in the examination, was called by the principal. Right? See the next example. The manager wanted the clerk who was strict. So clerk was not strict. The manager was strict. But we have written this part after the clerk. So by this, it appears that clerk is strict. Okay. So but we need to write this sentence in this way. The manager who was strict warned the clerk. Right? See the next example. Miss Anita Arora ma'am addressed the students. Who is the vice principal of our school? So here with this who we have written. This who we have written here for the students. But actually we know that we are giving the wrong meaning. Students are not the vice principal of our school. We want to say Miss Anita Arora ma'am is the vice principal of our school. So we need to write this sentence in this way. Miss Anita Arora ma'am, who is the vice principal of our school, addressed the students, right? So our point is that the relative pronouns should be placed as near as possible to the noun or the pronoun it refers to. यानी कि उसके एंटीसीडेंट के जितना पास हो सके उसके उतना पास लिखना है ताकि हम सही मीनिंग कन्वे कर पाए, राइट? So dear students, now if you want to ask any question regarding today's